I wanna you can hear me say, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say. We all get things we wanna say inside this land. So people must die for before you understand. We all got children going to school. Market woman and selling their goods. Yeah. Let them be great. No noise. I never seen no peaceful protest in this land before. Even my papa and my old man tell me it never been before. To all the leaders in this land, take your problem and talk it like man. Go and I'm from heaven to make you understand. Because Paratana, no school. Paratana, no work, nothing to do. Paratana, GSA company rapping it. Investor necessity rapping it. My people, they get something to call experience. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Yeah. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Oh yeah, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say. All kind of people talking, say the country bread new. I pray to people to fire the people with turn on leg new. We all are trying to move ahead. Some people say we might not get there because confusion can butter their bread. If I go tell myself, jump inside the street, anything happen to me, my family will grieve. If I go tell myself, jump inside the street, something happen to me, you and your family will leave. Because Paratana, no peace. Paratana, no ma, everything freeze. Paratana, ripping and looting with beer, killing and shooting with beer too. Let us learn from the past. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Yeah. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive.
Hey, Sticky, the various
Papa, okay. I wanna you can hear me say, Papa, I wanna you can hear me say.
Knocking the door for peace, don't even stop me. Stop you, I tell you, war, let us invite peace. No fighting, no undermining. Keeping the peace in a nice surrounding. Don't like to hear when people say they want to demonstrate. I'm not got no money, they want to feed the benefit. You see your people swapping, tell me now what is the benefit? So my people say no to violence, demonstration, all that thing, and I cover our motherland. That you walk. One day we come to prosper, keeping the peace in the city and every villages. Nobody, man, I can't tell you something negative. Politician, qualification, we can work together using multiplication. United we stand, no more division. Now hold hands together to save the motherland.
That's true. Keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Yeah. Let's keep this piece alive. Keep this little piece alive. Oh yeah, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh, Papa. I wanna you can hear me say, oh.
Good morning and welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And we look forward to a beautiful day today in Providence, Rhode Island, and wherever you are. So, I got some guests this morning. Let me bring on watching Gigi Tukba from the Buduburam Refugee Camp in Ghana.
Yeah.
Good morning, Gigi.
Yeah.
Watching. Good morning, Gigi.
Yes, good morning, Dad.
Watching. How you doing? You can hear me? How you doing? Gigi? Well, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, let me talk first before I bring you on. You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm here
Yesterday, the secretary of the
now.
board of refugee at a conference, some activity, he made a declaration that, let me bring Sammy on too.
What are you doing? That's a
Sam, he made a declaration.
Hello, Dad.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, cut that noise.
Welcome.
Hold on.
Yeah, let me leave the noise.
Yeah.
Yesterday. So on yesterday, the Ghana secretary of the board of refugee came on and declared that. Watch out, I can hear myself behind you. That's not good.
Okay.
Stick your thing in your foot so I can hear you. Yeah, he declared that the Buduburam Refugee Camp is no longer a refugee. Yesterday, the secretary of the board of refugee, I can still hear myself behind you, Gigi. Watching? Somebody got my, okay, it's good now. Conference, some activity, he made a declaration. Okay. So he made this declaration that the Buduburam Refugee Camp is no longer a refugee camp. And this has got a lot of Liberians afraid. Because right now we know that if you have been watching my show, there have been raids on the camp. Whenever people commit crimes in other places of Ghana, they run straight into the Buduburam Refugee Camp. And when the police get there, they have no mercy for the people in the camp. They raid all the homes. They put all the people outside. Sometimes they arrest all the men. And this has been a constant situation with this Buduburam Refugee Camp. So yesterday, the secretary of the board of refugee for Ghana declared that the Buduburam Refugee Camp is no longer a refugee camp. And we know that there are Liberians still residing on that refugee camp. And because they are residing there, we know that that camp is still considered a refugee camp. Those are poor people. They have no money. They've been trying to get them away from that camp for years. And they've been resisting, they've been begging, they've been pleading. Now, the secretary of the Ghana Board of Refugee has declared that that camp is no more a refugee camp. What is the fate of the people on that camp? This is the situation. So let me bring Gift. I hope our reception is good. So Gifty is one of the residents on the camp, and she has been reporting to us for a while. Now, she sent me this piece of information. The news from Roger News. This report came from Roger newspaper, and Gifty sent it to me. Gifty, you want to talk about this? Gifty, can you hear me? I don't know if she can hear me, but she sent me this from the Roger newspaper about a statement made yesterday, and this paper covered the whole situation about the people on the Buduburam refugee camp and how they confronted this situation. I don't know if I can read it or it will be clear enough for you to read. Gifty, can you hear me? Hello, Gifty. Apparently, Gifty, we having some communication problems in Ghana. Sam, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you well. Clear.
Gifty, you want to tell us what happening with this situation on the camp?
Yes.
So what's the situation with this newspaper clipping you sent me? What the report about?
Yes, I'd like to talk on it. Yes, Dad.
We listen to you. Apparently, we're having some serious communication problem with Gifty. But anyway, that's Gifty Chokpa. She's on the camp there. And we seem to be having some very difficult. But the situation surrounds the Liberians just behind them. Sam?
Yeah, man, I'm in the streets. That's the whole thing about it.
Okay, we got to find your office, brother. But
yeah, you see, I'm in the street, both left and right. I can't just do anything about it now.
Okay, no problem. But the whole thing surrounding on the Buduburam Camp is them being afraid, is them having stability, is them having peace on that camp. You cannot live in an environment where your life is consistently upheaval. Everyday thing people run, the police always coming in the camp, always taking the men to prison. And when they take the men to prison, their wives got to go there and pay the police back and do all kind of things to get their people out. And this kind of living is inconsistent. It's not stable living. You know, and our people cannot continue in this existence. You know, I will try one more time with Gifty. She just came back on, but they said she's not going. Okay, let me try her. But I just want to Gifty to give us a better understanding of what happened and how our people can help themselves. What is the camp leadership doing? How are they trying to stop this issue of fear in the camp? Because everybody they're afraid now. Because when the secretary says that the camp is already, what is it? What does it become? What is the status of the people in the camp? Because just being a refugee camp provided them protection and some sort of stability. Now the camp is no longer a refugee camp. Who are they? Let me give Gifty one more shot. She yelled. Let me see if she can come on. Gifty, you can hear me? Why did they protect? You can hear me? Some stability.
Bad network.
Yeah, we have a communication problem. Anyway, that's the situation. I just wanted you to give us a better understanding of the situation and what Liberians on the camp are doing, and how can we in the diaspora help them? Because they need help. Somebody needs to carry the message for these people. I don't know if my vehicle is the right vehicle to do that, but we are appealing to people out there. We need to look at the situation in Ghana with the people in the refugee camp, on the Buduburam Refugee Camp. These people need some state of living. They need some state of peace and stability. They can't keep threatening them, pushing them around and stuff like that. So I mean, that's on that. You know.
But I like to find out something from the camp.
Yes.
I thought some years back that camp was officially closed by the United Nations. And the ICE Liberians who want to stay and be reintegrated, they are welcome. And so people came, of the voluntary repatriation. We saw people coming all around here.
The camp was never closed. I don't know who told you that camp was closed. They were talking about repatriation. The Ghanaians were talking, the chiefs and things on the land were talking that they wanted the land back, that the UN was no longer there because after so many years of being in a refugee camp, the United Nations could not continue to support the people on that camp. First of all, Sam, all the things that the United Nations sent in the camp never reached the camp. Let's get it right. You know this is Africa. They steal all over Africa. Not only in Liberia, they got rogues all over Africa. One of the things the people, the United Nations camp, the people took it, they did not give it to the people in the camp. They took it and sold it in the near market. So right there, the people were robbed. Yeah, they didn't get it. So the last thing they had, the chiefs after certain years, support So the people on the refugee camp after certain years, their situation. So the United Nations stopped supporting them. And because the United Nations stopped supporting them, diverted that support to other areas where they have war going on, like Ukraine and other places where they were fighting war. So the UN could not continue to support the people on a Buduburam Refugee Camp indefinitely. So after they left, the camp remained open. The Ghanaian government kept it open, and the people still were surviving there. But now, the Ghanaian chiefs who own the land, they're complaining that they want their land. But the problem is, where will you put the people in the camp? There are 4,000 people in the camp. There were 11,000 before. Well, some people moved, the children grew up and left, went to Ghanaian schools and became Ghanaian. But now, there are about 3,000 or 4,000 people in the refugee camp. They've been there forever. They don't know what to do with these people. If they close the camp, where are they going to put these people? These people have no jobs. They cannot work in the Ghanaian system. So the Ghanaian people never gave them opportunity to work in Ghana. They never gave them status. So the people can't work. And what work they can do among themselves on the Buduburam camp, that's what they've been doing is surviving all these years. Now they wanted to move. Where will you put them? They don't have money to send them to Liberia. They didn't say, okay, you won't go to Liberia. They say, okay, y'all get up and go to Liberia. But they say, money. We don't know nobody in Liberia. We left Liberia 20 years ago, 30 years ago during the war. Who will we go to? So right now, the people in the Buduburam Refugee Camp in Ghana are caught in a hard place. They cannot go back to Liberia because the Liberia government cannot accommodate them. Liberia government cannot pay to transport them or repatriate them. The government cannot pay to house them. There is no message coming from the Liberian government as to the status of these people. The Ghanaian government has no status over them. Why? The chiefs want the refugee camp back. They want their land. But why they will put these people in Ghana? You can't move them from one area of Ghana and put them in another area of Ghana. No. That creates more instability. More issue. So what's the status of our people in Ghana? Me and my wife saw that there was a need. There was a need for our people in Ghana to exist. How will you be living there? You just go to high school, you have no hospital, no health care, nothing else around it. The people just existing. They can't go to work. They can't get a job. All of them selling jelly, just like in Liberia, where everybody selling biscuits and candy and all the same thing on the Buduburam Refugee Camp. The people selling cola and grumpy candy and all these kind of things. All the people making their living off of. There's no good living.
And the government of Liberia is doing nothing about it.
But what is the government of Liberia doing for the people in Liberia? Look at Liberia. Monrovia is a mess. Look at the trash all over Monrovia.
Mm-hmm.
What is the government doing about that? They can't even support the people and feed the people in Liberia to go get people from Ghana to bring them to Liberia again. That's the situation we're facing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This thing is all over, man. We are just confronted with evil all over. It's not good for us. It's not good for our reputation as a country. How do we exist? We cannot exist like this. You see? So not only in Liberia is there problems with our community. Our people all over the world got problems, man. Even here in America, we got Liberian community people who can't get access to health care, who can't get access to education, who can get access to many of the amenities that other people get in this society. They can't get it. They hear just your existing. They hear your existing. It's for us. I will try one more time with Gifty. I see she on. If you can hear me, you can get access to education.
The bad weather conditions in Ghana.
Yeah. So anyway, Gifty will not be on today because it's too bad. But you can see she tried to come on. What's the situation in Liberia?
Liberia is still the issue of the drugs. The government is saying that these guys that escaped the country, they should be rearrested. According to the Ministry of Justice, an arrest order has been issued for this guy. So it sounds so naive and funny to me. You had a guy in custody, in your custody, you let them slip out, then you call them for the rearrest. So where can you get them? So even the Interpol they won't bother because it was intentional.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it was intentional actually. So that's the news around Liberia this morning. People are discussing. Apparently, because of maybe it didn't go down well with America, that's why they issued the arrest warrant. And but we're afraid of America here. So apparently, America might have given a warning.
Who issued the arrest warrant, Liberia or America?
The Ministry of Justice, Liberia government.
They're going through Interpol and all of that to have these people.
So we don't know. It had to be. You got to go through Interpol because if a guy escaped, he's an international fugitive. You got to go through Interpol. Like they got that stole the $100,000 from the.
How would they charge the people who were escaping?
I really don't know. They said the juror the juror was bribed, so the case was not handled professionally. Yeah, that's what the Justice Ministry is saying.
So the juror. So did they sequester the juror? You know what I mean by sequester?
So that.
Did they sequester the jurors? You know what I mean by sequester?
What's that?
Did they take them out of the public and lock them up in the room when the case was going on so nobody could have access to them?
Well, I really don't know how the juror operate. Whether it's done in open or behind closed door.
When you have big cases with drug cases like this, where a lot of people involved, and you know there's a possibility that the juror may be bribed, the court sequesters the jury. That means they take them, the whole 12 people or whatever the jury amount is, and they lock them up in a room for the whole trial. They don't come outside. Or they put them on the ranch, or they put them somewhere where nobody can have access to them.
Access to them.
And they feed them, they let them watch TV, they let them carry their suitcase, they change clothes every day. But they don't leave that room.
But do they have telephone with them?
They don't have nothing. They take all the food, they take everything from them. Because you don't want nothing tampering with the case. And they don't do that.
No, I don't know. I already know because
didn't do that.
in Liberia, if they do it, it was open for our land. Even though it wasn't done that way. They kept them somewhere separate, like solitary,
confinement.
And, yeah.
That's
yeah. No, we didn't know that it was open for our land.
And secondly, the Justice Department blundered a lot in this case. They should have requested that these people, the jury, be sequestered. They should have requested that they lock the jury up. We know the corruption.
The thing was premeditated. Their release was premeditated because one of the witnesses said some big guys here in it. It was one big guys like at the eyes to you have already confessed. Then why or George Brahma Dixon would tell me that there's no proof to link these guys? And I already confessed there's some big guys in the government that one who hit at them.
But the court is not responsible to provide proof. That's not a court job. That's a justice ministry job. Even if the man confesses in court, yeah, some big person here were involved, the court cannot go after the big people. That's a justice ministry job. The justice ministry is presenting a case before the court. And the judge cannot interfere in the case. The judge's job is to mediate and tell the people the law. He just guides the jury on the issues of the law, what the law is, what the law says. If the jury has questions about the law, then the judge duty to clarify questions of law. Well, he cannot tell the prosecution, hey, this man said big people involved. You need to go bring the big people to court. He can't do, the court can't do that. So if these people confess that big people are involved, that's not evidence that the court can go on. That's not evidence. If these people are brave enough to state in court that big people are involved, why the police not investigating these people to find out who these big people are?
The network.
Because there's no issue of Miranda warning. Because the issue of people being silent only comes in when you're arrested, when the police interrogate you, and you bring issue of your silence, of your right to not speak. But when that time has passed, and you have voluntary perfect information that is critical to the case, that's the duty of the police now to pursue that information. Because if you can come out and tell the court, hey, some big people were involved. If you have gone that far, why you can't tell us the name of the big people? Why you can't tell us? Right there, they're supposed to name those people.
But how can the government shoot herself in her leg?
That's not the government. Because the government is not the government is not the people.
I mean, the big guys in government got involved. So the court would never expose them because all part of the government.
The justice minister, that's not his court duty to expose them.
I agree. I understand. I agree.
Justice minister duty to expose them. The court cannot go expose people. What the court will do your work for you for? The court not there to do justice ministry work for justice ministry. That's the justice ministry that brought the case.
So why is it that he ordered a rearrest?
They can do anything they want to do. The court has nothing to do with that. What the court can do with the ordering the rearrest? If they rearrest the people, they got to bring a case against them again. You see, they got to bring a case. If they claim the jury were bribed, they got to bring evidence. Our court don't their work on people and they say. No, that's not the court function. You got allegation and accusation, bring evidence. Especially when the government got these kind of allegations and accusations. Why the government can't bring evidence? You know, you say the people connected to all these stealing, you can't even show evidence that these people connected to the stealing. But yet you issue arrest for the people for what? You know, all the evidence you got, all the evidence. Then the people still get away free. That's in his. First of all, if the jury is guilty of bribery, go after the jury. All the jurors that got money, they need to be in jail. You cannot accuse the jury of stealing and nobody being punished. This is the problem with our country. There's crime with all over the country, but nobody getting arrested. Money getting missing all over the place, nobody getting arrested. So we just crying wolf, 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 and we're not seeing any evidence of crime. Look at all the ministries, look at all the agencies, look at all the public agencies with all the money getting missing and nobody getting arrested, nobody going to jail, nobody being prosecuted. What kind of country we got, Sam?
So if the head is corrupt, what do you expect? The staff is corrupt, what do you expect?
The whole damn country corrupt.
Huh?
Because if somebody steal from the Ministry of Finance, that's not George Weah's business to seek their incarceration. That the ministry
So, yes.
So if everybody just waiting for George Weah to act, our country ain't got no damn leaders. Now look at, and to further prove that our country ain't got no leaders, look at this thing a Liberian wrote, that we should start preparing now to have good leaders in 2029. And the fuck you print that kind of thing? And this is a man who leading the University of Liberia Alumni Association. This is you know Melvin Howard?
Yeah, Melvin Howard, I know that name.
Yes.
So he's in the States, right?
Melvin Howard is affected by the death of those four auditors. They were relatives. Walter Nyanswa was his relative.
Yeah, that Howard, but from my point. From my point, yes.
Have you heard Melvin Howard talking anything about the deaths of his relatives? No. He didn't about it. He's silent. You think you will kill my relative? I will keep quiet. I will be on George Weah and our government ass every morning. But they killed this man relative and everything. This man is on the news every day about the Liberian Community Association, the Liberian Alumni Association. He on the news, a picture always on the thing. But since they killed his relative, Nyanswa, he has not spoken a word about it. Now he comes out and tell us that we must start forming a group in America to find good leaders for Liberia in 2029.
So what happened by 2023?
No, man, that was say something, man. Can you imagine this shit?
So is he in support of we have a re-election?
I mean, when I saw that thing this morning from Melvin Howard, I was shocked. I said, man, you are a leader of our society. You are a leader of the Liberian community in Rhode Island. Then you telling us we must sit down and forget about the stealing, the lying, the destruction of our country now, and wait for 6 more years. We must start planning now for 6 more years to find leaders for Liberia. That broke my heart. That's why I published it. So the world can see how our educator, Melvin got 2 degrees, 3 degrees. Melvin is one of the educated people in our society. He's a teacher. So you need all this killing and everything. They kill your relatives too. You say a word about it. You come here and say we must make changes to ensure that Joseph Boga government is a good government. You said nothing like that. We're going to have a new leadership in our country. You're not talking.
Maybe he got an envelope from our government so that he can shut him off. Maybe.
Oh,
you kill my relative and you can't talk.
Yeah, then you come and tell me we must forget about our country for 6 more years and sit there and wait for 2029. What kind of thing is that, man? So that means Boga they can do anything they want to do. If Boga dies, Jeremiah Kung can do anything he wants to do until 2029. We about our whole country and sit down. You know, I was hurt when I read that, man. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. Because I just more solidified the point that we have no men in Liberia. That our men are nothing but scared people. The situation in our country needs changing now. You telling me I'm going to wait until 2029? When I saw that thing from Melvin Howard, I couldn't believe it, man. I said, Melvin, telling me we must sit down and forget about the leadership of our country. Forget about our country until 2029. What kind of leaders will we have if we forget about our country now? You see, Sam, this breaks my heart. This breaks my heart. You know, this just go to demonstrate that everything we say is true, man. Everything we say about our country, about our people, is true. You know, there are no leaders. Even the people we expect to be leading us, they're telling us they can't lead us more wait until 2029. Why Melvin Howard cannot rise up and be a leader of Liberia? You know, he's in the community. He always talking about Liberian community. He knows the community is bad. So if the community is bad now, what kind of people we got in Liberia right now, in the Liberian community, even in Rhode Island, to come together to talk about leadership for Liberia in 2029? And so what will happen if we're not talking about anything about Boga? We're not having
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So he already defeated himself.
Yeah.
That is going to go second term. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, he always say, yeah, either George Weah will go second term or there's nobody else better than George Weah. So Boga self not better. So what is he trying to tell us now? You know, that's why I put it out there so everybody can read it and give us this message. What they're trying to tell us. We have no men in Liberia. We have no women in Liberia. Everybody in Liberia is a stooge or a puppet or ignorant or just dumb. We got to sit down and plan for 2029. And what we're planning for? What we're planning for? Is that
maybe to remove, because he's sure we are going second time.
Hey, man.
Small mind.
I really don't know what we're going with all this kind of thought instead of us coming together and fighting to free our country now and educate our people. Everybody's sitting on the fence, scared, you know, letting Rodney Chesson fight this battle by himself, you know. Then they sit there and send me all this bullshit about 2029, you know. Then they expect of me to accept it without getting mad. You know, only a fool will accept that kind of thing, you know. I'm the only one speaking of change in our society, speaking about leading our country somewhere else. Everybody talking about president, or the next president. The next president can't save our country. Enlightening the minds of our people will change our country. Telling our people what they need to learn now to rise up and change our country. You talk about 2029. Oh, man, Lord, it breaks my heart, man. So all these people, man, let me tell you, Sam, you know the amount of people I know, man. You know the amount of people I know. They don't come here because they are all damn ignorant. They are ignorant. All the people I know, all the Congo motherfuckers, they are ignorant. They're ignorant, Ken. You know, all of them just want power. You think we just overthrow the indigenous people. And the indigenous people say ignorant, man. Our country is just messed up. Messed up. We have no men. And you see, this is a problem from Tottenham, man. We come down to our country, we have no men with mentality enough to lead our country. Everybody come up with some bullshit, stupid idea to make to change our country today. So Rodney Chesson and Sam Wicker, the only two people talking, man. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
Where all the
For
other
sure.
where all the other people that's supposed to be talking with us? They're not there. You see, and I'm not Alex. What that other idiot name who was there? Ellis. Alexander Ellis, or whatever, Abraham Ellis, or whatever his name is. No,
Who Fagon?
no, not Fagon. The other guy who was with George Weah, he fell on his knees.
Ellis.
Ellis.
Ellis Williams.
No, not Ellis.
Ellis Williams.
Either
Who got
come-
from Legis?
No, he got his own talk show. One of these guys, he ain't got shit now. He in America. We are kicking him in the balls and send him to America. And he ran away from Weah. He wanted Weah disgruntled friends. All Weah friends that were the people that were friendly with Weah became president. He dropped all of them along the wayside. They all they got a group that come on the air and condemn Weah and all kind of things and ask for other people to join them. And some of them just as bad as Weah. All the corrupt shit they did, they thought they were going to use Weah, but Weah messed all of them up. Now they all disgruntled, pissed off with Weah. You know, then they expect us to support them. That's why I look at it and I say, you people were the very people that told Weah you could be president. They pumped him up to be president. Now he became president. He found out that y'all nobody. What he's dealing with, you're supposed to brokers. You ain't got money, you ain't got education. So what he dealing with you for? His whole life changed now. The people he dealing with got money, got education. He don't want to deal with y'all no more. So all of them pissed off. Oh, we are we used to sleep together. We used to sleep on the floor. You know that we are not sleeping on the floor no more. You see?
2 o'clock.
Now they all pissed off, man. They pissed off the hell. They're talking all kind of things against George Weah. They want to bring the government down. Then they expect us to join them. You know, I'm looking at them. I said, no, I would join you for any other reason, but they're talking. You know, Weah will play his football. You're way told him, my man, the people love you. You can be president. They think it's real. Weah wasn't even thinking about presidency. You know, all the time the man here telling you can make money, how you can see the money, how you can enjoy the country. So we said, oh yeah, that shit is real. Okay, let's go there with Steve. We enjoy, we benefit. But I will drop all of you because you're poor. You will rock on me. You know, all the money is supposed to be to me or me sharing with you. No. You're poor boys, you're good. Now all of them that disgruntled
Most of them fled.
Then they're on the podcast. Oh, we are this, we are that. Oh, he a man, he wicked. He wicked, and you're behind all that time. You're just realizing that he wicked, and you want me to join you. I ain't joining you. If we are wicked, let it be wicked. Let Liberian people find it for themselves. But we can't join you. You're deceitful. Then they're calling other people deceitful people too. They say, oh, Liberian people deceitful. What about you? You try to deceive Weah. You see that part calling tea-kettle black, my man. You're a black pot, then you calling a tea-kettle black because it got his spots on it.
But the man, they call him country giant. You know what giant does? So you will kick every one of them around him. You're a giant.
Yes, leave it alone.
You know.
They get it, man. All kind of name, country diner, and all kind of things. Then when the man start demonstrating his power on them, Then they come on the air, they want us to believe that they sincere. Oh, we are wicked, we are dead. Well, he was sleeping with he come on us, he never fuck her in the bottle. You sleeping with we are on the same bed. All I know we are gay. When you tell her you're not gay, yeah, I slept with we are all the time. We're always traveling and sleeping together, but I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I hear alone gay. Yeah, we stupid people. Eh? We stupid people.
And another development. This morning we heard that some 500 women from around the counties will be petitioning the embassies near Monrovia to get involved in the issue of the drugs, the proliferation of drugs in the country. So they should get involved. So today, this morning, 500 women will be the town, American embassy, the EU, and other embassies. So petition them to see how they can get involved in solving our drug problem.
Yeah, more power to them.
Yeah, you know.
Power to them. Why don't just go to Joseph Pope by himself? Why they going to the embassy? Just chat and pray and come to America and protest.
And come there.
Yeah. You know, you think the foreigners will solve our problems? You'll keep going to them. You know, you'll neglect your own children, your own household, your own nation, and keep going to foreigners to come and save you. You know, Sam.
Yeah.
If people don't want help, what you do? Help people who don't need help. No,
And most of the bad children from whom? So the parents spoil them, they get in the street and they become burden on government.
Yeah, then they want us to solve the problem. Sam, my class is done for this morning. You got any conclusion? Let's conclude.
Yeah, I think that was a lot issue on my mind about the drugs thing. Yeah, so I thought not to forget it. Besides that, we're gonna see no other news in this country. That tomorrow night we'll meet.
It's just that I'm tired for this morning because we can't cause our own problem and keep calling
for foreign people can help us.
We are idiots, and we think the other people are idiots to come save us. So I ate for this morning, my man. I tired of we're idiots. This is idiots. I tired my people are idiots.
We'll pray for a better Liberia.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
I sit on the fence now. I tired praying, I tired talking, I tired teaching now. Everything I tell you, going backward, not going forward. So
don't get tired. Awareness, education is a gradual process.
Yeah. No, I said on the fence, I do it gradually. I grind it. We're grinding it. I see you tomorrow, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you. Continue.
I see you, my brother. Have a good day, my people. We'll keep grinding it. Bye-bye.